Hi everyone. Live. I think just waiting for confirmation on that. Refreshing all my links and things. Okay, it looks like we're ahead. Looks like we're live, everyone. Welcome. Hello, Gargoyle Mistress. Welcome. Wait for a few more of you to join. Hi, Matt. Welcome. Jennifer, hello, my love. Welcome. Now, you guys, it is a beautiful winter's day outside. It is. Noah, welcome. It is a beautiful winter. It is and cloudy and cold. You know, rugged up in the wall on as well. Toes are getting cold. I've got our fire going, so you know that's heating up the place, but it's a beautiful winter's day and a beautiful, perfect day for readings. Now, for you who are here already, for those of you who are joining in, hello, Solstice Intuitive, sorry, down here in Melbourne. So the way these readings are going to work, you guys, we're just going to do like mini readings which, you know, involve maybe one or two cards, and we're going to kind of run a running list that's going to happen in the live stream. Jen, my new home, not just yet. Hopefully soon. Should be moving in at the end of July, which is super duper exciting. And then of course there will be, you know, an absolute, you know, tour happening, tour video, a live tour video, because, you know, I love lives, love doing things live. So hopefully very soon I will be moving into my new home, but you guys will obviously be the first to know, and I will let you know when I know. We're going to do just some mini readings today, guys, just as a little House of Tarot promo. Can see the reason why I like to do these types of things is to just so you guys can see reading style, and then obviously if you would like a reading from me, you're more than absolutely welcome to check out my Etsy shop. The link is down below, and I have a variety of readings for you available at a variety of different costs. All are very quite reasonable. There's a lot of different options. So I have reading option, which is pretty much basically what we're doing here, although it will be done not via YouTube, but via Google Hangouts or via eBay. Not eBay. I don't know why I said eBay. Via Google Hangouts or Skype. I've also got email readings available for you as well. So with the email readings, they're a little bit more rigid, if you like. I'm a lot more versatile and I'm a lot more flexible with my video readings, and that's why I have them to be customized for you. So you can choose from a variety of different cards. I mean, a variety of different decks. And you know, the way I read is, you know, I don't really follow any structure. I don't really follow any specific layout. It's all very intuitive. In terms of the email readings, that is a 5-card spread. And that is a little bit more rigid, just for the purposes of email, you know, because it's hard for me to kind of into email format like I would if I was talking face to face with you. Hello, Rich. Hello, Dawn. Welcome, welcome. Now, who would like to start us off with the readings? I've got 2 decks for you to choose from today. I've got the Robin Wood Tarot backs, and I'll show you the cards here. Tarot's beautiful. The artwork and the illustration is absolutely gorgeous. And I've also got the Gospel of Aradia. Cool. Oh, and that was upside down. Sorry. I am sorry. There you are. So 2 decks for you to choose from. You're more than welcome to choose both, or either or, and I will pull pretty much 1, perhaps 2, depending on what's happening. I point up here what's happening depending on what I'm kind of guided to for you, and we'll do a few mini readings. So let's start off. Hello, Abby. Mwah, much love to you, my doll. Let's have a look. Yes, Eva, the Robin Wood is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It is a really great tarot deck. I love it. It's probably one of my favorites to work with, just because it is so, it's illustrated so well. You can get a lot from the cards and the colors, a lot from the symbology and things like that. So who would like to, you guys, everyone in the chat, Abby is one of my dear friends who I went to school with, and she has moved to join my other friends up in the US of A. And it is true. I miss you too. I'm so glad that you've joined me. I'll have to do you a mini reading. I'll have to do you a mini reading. To start, if you could just put your names in bold, in capital letters in the chat, and I'll kind of grab a pen and paper, like a list thing going, and we can, from the pen and paper handy, and you would like a reading, please pop your name in caps and I can pull some cards, my lovelies. All right, let's start with Matt. Matt, then Eva, then Gargoyle Mistress. There might be a delay, so I'm going to keep an eye on all of this, and I'm going to draw some cards for Matt. Now, Matt, would you prefer a tarot card or an oracle card? Tarot, we've got the lovely Robin Wood, or the Oracle of Aradia. Okay. Matt would like a tarot, and Jennifer, I am putting your name down. Okay. All right, so I'm just reading your question over. Planning to leave your job and start a new one. How exciting. I would like to ask if it will be an easy transition and if you'll be okay in the new job professionally. That's very, very interesting. To start personally, that it'll be a good transition for you. I mean, all change is good change. And I did drop some cards, so I'm going to have a look at those in just a moment. And I'm going to place them out here now. Okay. So like I said, guys, mini readings. We love a mini reading. I'm just going to see what fell out here because that's important. Okay. So what you've got, what fell out is, now the Magician is, you know, a really fantastic card, especially when you look at the Magician professionally. For me, when we're talking about job and work and, you know, your profession, what the Magician tells me is that you have all of the skills and all of the knowledge that you need to be able to go through this transition. And what the Magician tells me is, now Matt, not sure if you practice. Leaning on the side of assumption, but I never like to assume things, so please confirm whether you practice. If you do practice, this card is really, really great and tells me that you should be using your witchcraft, using your magic, using your power of manifestation in this kind of area, in this transition and in this new job. Looking at using the craft in this, your craft. The Magician in terms of work tells me that, again, you have all of the skills. Yeah, okay, so Matt, you're a practitioner. It tells me that you have all of the skills, not only magically, but mundanely, to be able to apply to this new job, to be able to apply it in this. Leads me to tell you that I believe that everything will be fine in this transition and that you will be okay professionally. I'm going to have a look now as well. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, which again is, you know, we're looking at Pentacles, which has this connotation with wealth and money and things like that, but more of looking for material things. In terms of work and in terms of jobs and all of that, the Queen of Pentacles tells me that there needs to be a little bit of nurturing here. Because you are going into a transition, it'll work. Guys, I don't know if you can hear that plane, but it's really, really loud and really, really, really low. Anyway, the Queen of Pentacles tells me that, yeah, there needs to be a little bit more then through this transition stage. And I think that applies to kind of all different transitions and all types of changes. You know, change and transition needs to be nurtured. You know, it's all good and well to just kind of go really quick and fast paced, but if you go a little bit, nurture not only yourself but environment and your new job, you'll be able to get a lot more out of it, and the transition will be a lot more easier for you. So that concludes your reading, Matt. I hope that made sense. Towards the end, if you would like to go into, if we'd like to do another draw for you, absolutely, we are more than welcome to. I'm on a little bit of a schedule, but we shall see who joins us, and if there is time at the end, I'm happy to draw some more cards for you, Matt. But I hope that made sense, and I do wish you the best of luck with this new job. Very, very exciting. I'm glad that makes sense to you. Just going to shuffle these cards again, and I just feel like I'm a Butterfingers today. It doesn't help when you're a tarot reader and a Butterfingers, does it? You just drop cards everywhere. Okay, Abby, I'm putting your name down, my love. So again, if you would like to have a more in-depth reading with me, I have a lot of different video options available, from 30-minute readings to 60-minute readings on my Etsy store. The link is in the description, and you're more than literally rich. There are cards everywhere. But the link to my Etsy store is in the down bar below, so in the description bar. So definitely have a look at what I can offer you over there. A lot of different customization is available to you, as well as spellcraft and witchcraft consult. Really, really cool, and something that I'm trying out. I'm kind of testing the waters with the spellcraft and witchcraft consultancy. You know, it's really good to just kind of have a chat when you want to talk magic and talk spellcraft, and that's what it's there for. It's there to have a one-on-one chat. We can go through books, we can go through a few different spellcraft options, and we can just have a chat. I found, especially from personal experience, to be able to have a one-on-one with a like-minded, you know, practicing witch is really, really great. So we're going to move on to Eva. Now, Eva, if you are in the chat, please let me know if there's anything specific that you'd like to have the reading focus on, and if you'd like a tarot or oracle card. Hello, Jess. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're doing some live mini readings today. If you'd like one, please put your name in bold, and I'll add you to my little running list here. So, welcome. Okay, Eva, you practice eclectic witchcraft, fantastic, and would like to know what type of energies are present in the cards that I can work with, or that I should be paying more attention to. Okay, and you would like the Robin Wood. No worries. Okay, well, let's see then. Let's see what comes up in terms of energies for you to work with. Okay, well, we've had another card jump out. So this is what happens when you're a Butterfingers and a tarot reader. I'm not usually this clumsy, but apparently today I am. Who knows? Maybe, who knows? Who knows? I just can't tell you. Can't tell you what it's about, but you know. Okay, so focusing on you, Eva, and focusing on what kinds of energies are present around you. Great. Okay. So I pulled altogether, I have pulled 3 cards for you, and 1 card fell out. So the first card that fell out is the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups for me is a lot to do with relationships, a lot to do with love. I don't know whether you're looking into doing or working any love magic or anything like that, but you know, this is something that definitely is around you. Now, when I'm talking about love, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love, you know. Love in all relationships, love in all aspects. One really easy way for you to incorporate bringing more love into your life, into your practice, is by working with the rose quartz. Now, this is a beautiful rose quartz, raw rose quartz chunk that I was gifted by the incredible Elder Crow from Earthly Alchemy at his birthday party. Trust Michael to, you know, at his birthday party, give out gifts to the people who came. Anyway, that's one really simple way that you can incorporate, you know, more love into your practice, is by using and working with the rose quartz. Really just having a look at what that energy means to you, because it really is, the rose quartz reacts differently with a lot of people, you know. It can be really healing. It can also invoke a lot of passion. So definitely I would encourage you to, yeah, to be working with the rose quartz. And if you are, you know, working any love magic, now is probably a really good time for you to work any love magic. The cards that I've got for you, which is really, really interesting, and I've taken them on an elemental level. I've got the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. In the Robin Wood Tarot, the Wands represents the fire element, and the Cups represents the water element. Now, what can differ in tarot and tarot? The representations here of the wands and of fire, of air. Now, in some tarot decks, you will get representing air and the swords representing fire, and vice versa. In the Robin Wood Tarot, the wands represent fire, which tells me as well that you should be working with the elements of water and of fire. What this also tells me is that because of the two opposing, you know, you've got the cups, which is water, and you've got fire. Water extinguishes fire. You know, they're opposing forces, if you'd like, water and fire. It tells me that there needs to be a little bit more balance within your practice. And I don't know whether you work with the lot or if you favor one more than the other. It just tells me that the two need to be a little bit more balanced, eclectic craft, and that you, yeah, should be working with the and of fire at this time if you feel the need to. I can't tell you, you know, you need to be doing this, but these are just some suggestions that are coming through from the cards. And working with water and working with fire can obviously have two very, very different energies and very different aspects. You know, fire is a lot more passionate. Fire is a lot more fast acting, things like that. Whereas water, more healing, a little bit more slow, a little bit more free form, which is really, really great. So both have their aspects, but I would definitely encourage you to look into working with both of these elements. The Justice card, which is really, really interesting as well. And what that really affirms to me is this whole idea of balance. And it is looking at how you can incorporate balance into your craft and things like that. So I hope that made sense to you. I look forward to hearing from you in the future, Eva, if you do incorporate some of these things that have come through. I'd love to be able to hear your experience. So please do get in touch in the next couple of weeks if you do start working with these energies and, you know, incorporated some new aspects of balance into your craft. Oh, I'm so sorry that I'm frozen, Jess. I too am sending you love and lights and many blessings, and I hope you can perhaps join me soon on another live tarot reading video. I plan to schedule these, you know, quite regularly, so hope you can join me next time. I'm glad that's resonating with you, Eva, and I would, yeah, like I said, I would love to hear what comes about working with magic and with water magic as well as incorporating the rose quartz. Definitely, I feel like the rose quartz is a stone for you. So if you don't have one, definitely, I think you should go out and maybe find one that really vibes with you. That's one thing that I really kind of encourage when people go out looking for crystals. Sometimes you can go out and look for them, but they just won't call you. For me personally, use crystals that call to you. Definitely use crystals that you pick up and that really resonate with you. But I'm glad that resonates with you, Eva, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Hi, Claire. Welcome, welcome. Please let me know. Put your name in caps lock if you'd like a reading, and I will add you to my list. Is Gargoyle Mistress. Gargoyle Mistress, if you have anything that you'd like the reading to focus on, please let me know in the comments. And if you would like a tarot or an oracle card drawn for you. So again, I've got the Robin Wood Tarot. Pulled up the death card for you to all look at. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. I love the depiction of death in this card. Have the Gospel of Aradia, which I think you have chosen. No worries. Okay, so Gargoyle Mistress. You're working on shadow. Okay. I feel for you, sweetie. I too have been doing a lot of shadow work. I know where you're located, Gargoyle. If you're down here in Melbourne, you know, a lot of us Melbourne-based witches have really been hit hard by the winter, and has really kind of forced the shadow out of us, which I think is exceptionally fantastic. But we've all had to deal with it on some form of level this year, and I definitely feel for you. You know, the ugly cry has happened more than once, I tell you, for a lot of us down here. So let's see what the universe has got to tell you in terms of. Okay, we've had one fall out already from Mr. Butterfingers Tarot Reader here. Great. And I will pull one more for you. Missouri, fantastic, no worries. Difference, it doesn't make any difference towards the reading at all. I was just interested. More for you. Okay, great. Okay, so I've got 3 cards for you all together. So you've got Vows. Vows is a really, really fantastic card. Vows is all about making promises. It's about making promises with yourself. I liken vows to almost setting goals as well. You know, make some goals for yourself, especially in this tarot, in this shadow working time. Make some goals, make some promises, and things like that. The vows card is really, really great. It's about, not only is it about you know, making promises to yourself, but if you do, you know, if you are the type of person that you know, promises the world to people, then suggest perhaps thinking a little bit more before you promise the world. You know, it's because this card also is about upholding your promises, and sometimes we can fall into the trap of over promising and over committing ourselves to people. Now, what I want to say about this card as well is that, yeah, just be really careful with that, and really careful with the over, and that is something that is something that deal with in shadow, and that can be shadow is that, you know, you're allowed to say no without justifying, and you can say yes without justifying, but don't feel like you always have to promise the world to people, and don't feel like you always have to uphold your promises, and don't feel like you always have to promise people things. Okay, that's really important with the Vows card. Now, the second card you pulled was Ecstasy, which is really, really great. Ecstasy tells me that, you know, this whole shadow time for you, even though it is a very emotional, a very serious a very almost dark time when you're delving with shadow. You know, it can pull up so many different emotions. And what this card tells me is to sometimes, you know, you need to just kind of let loose, enjoy yourself. You know, don't get too bogged down in the emotion. Don't get too bogged down in doing, you know, your shadow work. One thing with shadow work for me is that it comes and it goes. You don't have to say to yourself, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do shadow work. The thing that I've found, especially with tarot work, is that if shadow wants to, I think I keep saying tarot work. I don't know why. But one thing with shadow work is that if a shadow wants to kind of present itself to you, it definitely will. So don't necessarily think that you have to sit down and say, okay, today, right now in this minute, I'm going to deal with some shadow. So it tells me that you need to just kind of, yeah, have a little bit more fun. You know, have a little bit more fun with shadow work as well if you want to, because shadow work can be fun, depending on which way you look at it. Tells me just to not get too bogged down, in the shadow work and in the emotional stuff, you know. So that's really, really important. Ecstasy, you know, kind of let loose, have fun. You know, you can see that she on her face, she just has a really fantastic smile and energy. She's got her arms up. There's leaves everywhere. She's just kind of letting loose. So what this tells me, that you just kind of need to let loose a little bit. Now, what I've got for you as well is curses. Now, with the Gospel of Aradia Oracle, they have a lot of little rhymes and a lot of little rhymes and spells and things like that. Basically, I will show you the card curses. Now, curses tells me that to really be conscious. So the curses card tells me you need to be conscious of the energy that you're sending out, as well as the energy that you are around. Card doesn't necessarily mean that you're cursed or you cast curses and things like that, but it tells me, yeah, just to be really aware of the energy that is around you, really aware of the energy that you're sending out. And I'm going to read the little rhyme that comes with curses because I think it's really great and it's super, super, super witchy. There's wormwood and rosemary, blood, garlic, and rue. Reflect the harm that comes to me and send it back to you. The evil eye watches, the evil eye I turn, mirror it back whence it came, and the evil I will burn. So one thing that does come along with curses as well is this whole idea of reconciliation. Now, this is kind of almost like an alternative spin on the card curses. It's almost like the shadow meaning of the card, and it has this idea of reconciliation. Now, this can be reconciliation with self. This can be with others, where there's been, you know, that bad blood or whatever. The curses card tells me that it's time to clear some of that. I hope that made sense for you. Again, if you need any clarification, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to pull some cards at the end if we have time. Oops, I'm dropping cards. But I do wish you all the best with your shadow working journey. It can be tough at times, absolutely, but again, I wish you all the best, and I'm sure that you know, that you'll grow. One good thing about shadow work is that there's a lot of growth to come from it. So I'm really glad that was spot on for you, and I'm really glad a lot of that made sense. Okay, so I'm adding some names here. I'm adding Renee. And I'm adding Claire. Okay, so Jennifer, it is your turn next, my love. Now I'm just reading through the comments. I'm just not really sure. Just not really sure what's happening there, but you know. Okay, Oracle, please. Okay, Jennifer. Thank you. I will be sure to drop all of the cards when I'm shuffling for you with Oracle. And we're looking at what the universe wants to tell you about your mindset towards your job. Okay, fair enough. That's interesting. Interesting. I'm sorry if things are buffering. It might be my connection, but I'm just not sure. Bear with me, and I'm glad. Yep, see, I've dropped one already. Jen. Okay, let's have a look. So interestingly enough, Jennifer, the card that dropped out for you was this Curses card again as well. So it is being really, again, it's being really aware of the energy that you're sending out and the energy that is around you. In terms of your mindset towards the job, that's what's really resonating with me in this card, is that the energy that you're sending out, whether you know it or not, you're aware of it or not, is something really to be trying to make yourself aware of. Really sitting down and thinking about what you enjoy about your job, what you don't enjoy about your job, and that'll help you to determine what kind of energies out about your job. But I think you can answer that question yourself quite quickly. And it does tell me as well to make yourself aware of the energies around you at work. The Curses card again, there's that whole reconciliation aspect to it as well. So if that makes any sense to you, please let me know. But in terms of cards for you, okay. So, Jennifer, one of the other cards that I've pulled for you is Dreams, which is a really, if you look at this card, it is really quite ethereal. I think that's the word, and really, it's really peaceful. It's really peaceful. So, what this card tells me is a few things. First thing is pay attention to your dreams. Messages will often come through to you via dreams. So any dreams that you've had in the last couple of days, perhaps the last couple of weeks, or any dreams that are coming to you, please look into your dreams, look into interpreting your dreams, and looking into what messages could be coming through your dreams. Because I feel like there is some important information regarding work coming through your dreams. Now, the next one is creation. Now, what this card tells me, and this is a beautiful card. This is a beautiful card. It is a super sexy card. I just love this card. Creation. Now, this just has just so many things happening with it. You know, creation is all about creativity. Creation is all about creating your perfect world. And Jennifer, again, again, I'm not completely sure whether you practice. Again, leading on the side of assuming, but you never like to assume. But it tells me that creation as well, if you do practice, is that you have, you know, the magical skills to be able to create your desired environment in the workplace. So it's about reusing. It's about not reusing. It's about using your creation skills as a witch, and your craft as a tool of manifestation to bring about the environment or the job or even the mindset. You know, bring about the positive mindset that you have about work, things like that. And it's really, again, about really focusing on your creativity. I feel like you definitely are a very creative person. So yeah, definitely focusing on your creativity. It's definitely about, yeah, perhaps bringing some more creativity into the workplace, and being a little bit more creative about how to create the workplace that you want it to be, if that makes sense. Let me know if that resonates with you, Jennifer. I'm happy to pull some cards if we have some time. Hello, Dulcie. I think that's you. That's how you pronounce your name, or yeah. Yeah, so that's the whole thing with this creation card, Jen, is that you can actually create what you want, you know. So if you want to retire, you can absolutely create that and manifest that life. I'm really, really glad that. Now, next is Abby Rose. I hope that you're still here with me. If you would like a tarot or an oracle. And I've got a few more. So after Abby, okay, Abby's here. Abby, do you have anything that you'd like the reading to focus on? Would you like a tarot card or an oracle card? Abby, I have Renee and Claire. Sure, Abs, we'll go with oracle. And I probably have room for one more person after Claire. So if anyone who's joined us recently would like to put their name down, I probably have room for one more, maybe two more before I have to go. Okay, Abby. Let me see. Now, do let me know. You don't have anything you want to focus on? No worries, Dale. I will just see what comes up for you. Love me a general. You guys, I do really love for me, and there we go. I've already dropped some. General readings are really, really great for me. I love focusing on covering a lot of bases. So let's have a look what the cards have for you, Abby. Okay, great. So two that fallen out, great. And one more, great, great, great. Okay, before I go into this, Spirit Mist, would you like a card? So I've added Spirit Mist and I've added Christina D. Thank you, Jennifer, for policing that. I much appreciate it. But I'm going to go into here. Abby, for you, I've got the Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes, yes, Queen. And because what's happening with you. Oh, great. Sorry, I'm just responding to you. Spirit, Renee is there. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm adding Michelle into that. And Michelle will finish us off. So, yes, Queen. Yes, yes, Queen. Now, a lot to do with your feminine power. And I have seen you take that with what you're doing now, which you know that I know what you're doing. So I hope that makes sense, but I don't want to kind of let that out over YouTube. But this is about, definitely taking life by the horns. This card is about yourself as a queen, and yeah, really embracing your feminine power. The next as well is the gospel. It tells me this gospel few things. Number one, if you have a diary, that's really great. Keep writing. If you don't keep a diary, the gospel tells me that perhaps you should keep a diary, just to kind of track your progress, track what's happening and things like that. But yeah, I feel like diary writing for you would be really, really good. And if you don't do it, if you do, keep doing it, because that's great. The gospel also tells me, the gospel also tells me that there's the gospel has this connotation with truth, and it's about living your own truth and not listening to the truths of others. What's really fantastic about the gospel is that the gospel is, really about identifying what your truth is and how it differs from other people's truth and living your truth, which I know is something that you do already, but you just might need a reminder of that, which is why this card has pulled up. And of course you have your 69 diary. That does not surprise me at all. Now, the last card I got for you, Dal, is sisterhood. So sisterhood is always, again, also about this whole idea of femininity, about the feminine, and about, your connections. And it's about, having this idea of, you got your sisters, these sisters, these are your family, this is your tribe. And it's really about looking to your sisters, looking to, your tribe. It doesn't necessarily have to be females, but looking to your tribe, looking to your family, for that support, and knowing that your family, your tribe, your sisters always do have that support for you. So that was a really fantastic reading. I'm so glad I got to read for you. I haven't read for you in such a long time, probably since you left. So I'm glad that I got to read that for you, and I'm glad that everything's going good. And all of these cards, for me, tell me that you're pretty much on a really good. Much love to you. Okay. So next, I'm sending you kisses. Next, I have got Renee. Sorry about the confusion, but we're all there. Renee, I've got the oracle here for you. So please do let me know if you have anything that you want the reading to focus on, and I will pull some cards for you. And yes, Abby, I would love to hear from you. Please tell me what's up. And I would be more than happy to pull some more cards for you if you do message me. So, Renee, if you do have anything that you want the reading to focus on, I don't know if you've already said it. I will quickly. It's fine. Excuse my yawning. Let me have a look here. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull a few cards for you, Renee, and just see what kind of pops up for you. Okay, what's Spirit trying to tell you? Great. So I've got a few things here for you. Sorry, as I was doing that, something happened with my screen. Let me just kind of try to do something here. There we go. Okay. So again, Renee, you also got the gospel. Again, is about this whole idea of truth, and this whole idea of, you know, if you talk about the gospel truth, you know, it's about finding out what your truth is, applying your truth and living your truth. You've also got the secrecy here. The secrecy card is really, really great. So there's a lot that goes along with the secrecy card, okay? So the secrecy card has this connotation with perhaps things that will be revealed to you. So in terms of Spirit, if Spirit is trying to tell you something, it's most likely it might not necessarily be up to you to know right now, okay? What it tells me as well is these secrets will be revealed to you in good time. If Spirit does have a message for you, I just want you to know that you need to kind of leave it to Spirit. Spirit knows what's up. Spirit knows what you don't know, and I'm sure you know that. As you know, you've got a lot of things happening, you know, Spirit, Mist, Reiki, Witch, that's up, you know, I'm sure you are well versed in all of that. So with this secrecy card, it just tells me that what Spirit has in store for you isn't necessarily for your ears just yet, but it will be revealed to you when it needs to be revealed to you, is what the secrecy card means for me. You've also got the Fortune card, which is really, really great. It tells me that there's, you know, looking at if we want to take a peek into what Spirit has to tell you, it looks like it's good things. It looks like it's good things that, or it looks like it's something that it will be beneficial to you. On the flip side of Fortune as well, you know, there's also this aspect of gambling, you know, so Spirit might have something in store for you that you might need to take a risk on, that you might need to gamble on, but you need to trust in yourself and trust in Spirit that whatever direction you take, whatever card you draw, whatever, you know, dice you roll, whatever risk it is, to leave it to Spirit and to know that it has something to do with, you know, your higher path. And like I said, Spirit knows what's up. Spirit knows a lot more than what you know. So take the gamble, and kind of let Spirit guide you that way. So I hope that made some sense for you. And again, if you want me to clarify anything, please feel free to message me on Facebook. The link to the House of Tarot Facebook is in the description as well, so send a message there, and I will be more than happy to kind of clear anything up for you. As well, guys, like I said, if you'd like to check out my Etsy shop for a lot more of my reading options, you are more than welcome to, and we can absolutely do a much more in-depth reading. These are obviously just kind of snapshot mini readings, and things like that. Okay, fantastic. Well, this is the thing as well, Renee, you know, this whole idea of the gamble. I'm not sure what your circumstances are with work, but if, you know, a new opportunity has presented it to you, So sorry, I just got really distracted then for some reason. If you know, if there are that are being presented to you within work at your job, consider, you know, because yeah, that fortune card, that gambling card, you know, there's that aspect really kind of going for it and allowing spirit to guide you. So to finish up, Christina and Michelle. So Claire, please do let me know if you are still here and if you would like a tarot or an oracle card. Okay, so Claire, you'd like tarot. You're ready to read for other people, but you are new. You don't want to charge people. Is it the right time to start reading for others and maybe for free? And are there spirits looking after me? Okay, so Claire, just some personal advice that I can give you before I even start pulling cards. You know, what's really great is reading for friends, reading for family. And by doing so, you're really able to kind of hone in your skills of reading tarot. And, you know, it's easy to get confirmation and validation from friends. Really great. This is just something that I've done in my past experience when I was starting out. And in terms of charging people, I think, you know, is there ever a right time to start step? If you feel like you're at a level where you are able to start charging for your time, then I think that you should definitely take that step. But I'm going to pull some cards for you now, doll. Hello, Alvine. Welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So what you've got here, Claire, is I've pulled 3 cards for you. I pulled first of all the Queen of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords for me tells me that there are some things that you need to think about. The swords for me go straight to being the swords for me go straight to the intellect. So go straight to thinking. What the Queen is to not overthink. Everything on the table, this, and this is why I want to do it, this is what I'm going to do, and really thinking about it in that terms, but don't internalize it, is what I'm trying to say. Don't internalize it. You've also got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, that, you know, basically you want to spin that wheel, any, mini, money, mo, wherever you land is that kind of thing. Don't know what's happening here. Don't know what's happening. Looks like okay. Am I back? I think I'm back. Okay, so I'll just recap. Okay, you lost me for a moment. I'm back, I think. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which again is about, you know, kind of still taking that gamble and really reading for people. It's basically up to you to decide to take that step. You know, I think that it probably would be really good for you to start reading for people. and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that are associated with the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm going to say, you know, give it a go, try it out, and see how it goes for you. You know, there's nothing stopping you from going out, trying it, and if it doesn't work, stopping and coming back and, you know, doing some more before you then go back out and start reading for people again. So definitely go out, try it, and see what happens is what I'm trying to say with the Wheel of Fortune. Also got the Strength card. So what the Strength card tells me is that, you know, the strength, you need to have the courage to you need to have the courage to do it, because it does take a lot of courage to put yourself out there and to read for other people. You know, when we're faced with a lot of kind of discrimination as tarot readers, and you know, there's risk with coming out of tarot readers with tarot reading, especially for strangers, you know. But what the Strength card tells me is that you need to have of the self-assurance, I want to say, and the self-confidence in reading for other people. You need to be confident in yourself and in your skills as a reader, and have that confidence. You will be able to read for other people. So I think that's definitely up to you to decide whether you have the confidence to do that. But definitely, I feel like give it a go and see how it goes. But best of luck to you, Claire. Very best of luck to you with your reading journey. Okay. Now I've got Christina D and Michelle to finish up, and then I do have to go. So Christina, if you're still here, please let me know whether you would like a tarot card or an oracle card, and if there's anything that you would like to have the reading focus on. Sorry, I've got an itchy eyebrow. While you're doing that, I'm just quickly going to check what's happening here. Okay, Christina, so what can I do you for? Excuse me, tarot or oracle? Or anything specific? No, I don't know whether... Oh, here I am yawning, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to use the tarot. I'm going to use the Robin Wood Tarot for you, Christina, considering I haven't put it down yet, and I've just been kind of shuffling it this whole time. So I'm going to use it for you, and we'll do a general check-in, as you said, just to kind of see what's happening. And we've had one fall out, except I'm not going to pick that one up. I'm not going to pick that one up. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. I think I will pick this one up. Great. Okay. So surprisingly, you pulled, or the cards I pulled for you are all major arcana. So there is a lot happening out in the universe. A lot of big things happening for you. So you've got the Hanged Man to start with. So the Hanged Man just kind of tells me that you're in almost, I don't know whether you feel like you're in a little bit of a tricky situation, but yeah, I'm getting the idea that you're in a little bit of a tricky spot, and the Hangman really tells me, because sorry, I didn't even show you the card. The Hangman, because he's kind of hanging up there by one leg, arms behind, you know, behind his back. If he happens to fall and if that branch snaps, you know, he can fall on his head and do himself some damage. So I don't know whether you are in a little bit of a tricky situation, but Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you are in a tricky situation, because I'd like to see what that is about. You've also got the Magician. So in terms of the Magician, again, if you tricky situation, who's here? Come here, sit on the bed. I have a visitor, you guys, so I will finish up shortly. You've got the Magician, which tells me that whatever situation you're in, you've got all of the skills and all of the knowledge base for you to move through this time. Also, if you are a practitioner, this tells me that you can absolutely use your craft and use your witchcraft to get through this and manifest what you need. You've also got the Empress card here. Now, the Empress card for me is all about this kind of nurturing energy. For me, the Empress is a really kind of relaxing card. You know, it's a really homely card. It's a card that you really want to kind of sit and, like she is, just kind of relax and do some spinning, you know, do some sewing. But what the Empress card tells me is that there's something that you need to kind of nurture, and something that you need to kind of have that motherly type energy towards. Spending time with your own mum, absolutely, that's something you should do. But yeah, there's a nurturing energy that's happening here. Now, the last card that I've got for you is a card that tells me that, again, to focusing on your dreams. Any messages that are coming through to you in your dreams is something that you need to kind of focus on, as that's one way that we will often get messages, which is through our dreams. So focusing on your dreams, seeing what symbols, what things are coming through your dreams, and seeing what to do. So I hope that made sense, Christina. Like I said, my Facebook link is in the. Send me a message, and if need be, I would be happy pulling some more cards for you. And I have got one more. Great. I'm really glad that makes sense for you, Christina. Yeah, definitely focus. Yeah, focus on your art. That's a really good idea. Really applying that creativity and yeah, nurturing your artistic sensibilities. Now, Michelle, if you're still in the chat here, please do let me know whether you'd like a tarot or an oracle, or anything that you'd like your reading to focus on. And Rich, absolutely, you should start doing some live readings. They are a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I really, really suggest that you should do them. They're super, super fun. Okay. You'd like to know what you see around you regarding safety with some tarot cards. Want to know what you see? You have a delightful accent and reading style. Oh, thank you. Love a little bit of the Australian accent. Australian, g'day, mate. I've got my friend here who's laughing at me. All right, I'm gonna do some quick shuffling here for you. I think I've gotten better, you guys, with the Butterfingers today. I'm slowly but surely not dropping any, but I don't want to speak too soon. And absolutely, Alvine, we're down here in Australia. All right. Let's have a look. Okay, so what I've got for you here, Michelle, is something that has to do, obviously, if you've put security cameras up. I'm wondering whether you've put them up and around the home, because I am getting the card here that has a lot to do with the home and a lot to do with family. I've got the six of cups here, which I'll show you. And for me, this card does have a lot to do with family. It's got a lot to do with relationships, and it's got a lot to do with the home. So I'd be interested to know whether you have put the cameras up around the home, and if what is happening is affecting the home. The other card that I've got for you here too is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands does tell me that you have been, that there has been a form of battle, if you like. Okay, sure, yep. I'm just reading what's happening here. So that's what I'm kind of getting here. So I've got the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands for me tells me that there is some form of this almost like this fight happening, and things like that. It tells me that there's a lot of kind of people that could be involved as well. And things like that. But I feel like you know what that corresponds to. To finish up for you, I've got the Moon. And now the Moon tells me not to become So the Moon tells me not to become distracted. It tells me, I mean, one good thing with the Moon card here is it's quite visual. You've got the two dogs, and you've got down here a little yabby, but they're actually too distracted to eat the yabby because they're too busy looking at the Moon. So it tells me to not. It tells me to tell you to not be distracted by the big flashy things, and to really look at the small little details. So what I'm saying to you is to really look at the small things, and that will be able to give you a lot more guidance, and that will be able to give you a lot more like a clearer idea of what's happening and why it's happened, and things like that. So I hope that helped, and I hope your situation gets better for you. It's never good to hear that these things happen, but of course they do. So I hope that your situation improves. And again, if you do need any more clarification, feel free to message me on Facebook. The link's below. And to check out my Etsy shop, also there's a link below, and we can definitely have a look at what types of readings would be best for you, and I would love to work with you. So guys, that finishes up the readings for today. Thank you so much to all of you who have joined me, and it was a pleasure, an absolute pleasure, to read for everyone who's been in the chat. And it's been fantastic to have, the people also who didn't want a reading to have you in the chat. It's always great to have you here. So much love to you all. Definitely check out my Etsy store. I would love to read for you, and I'd love to work with you. So please do check it out. All the links are below. Again, feel free to check out my Facebook page as well, and friend me on Facebook too. I love to connect with you guys on Facebook, so please do send me a friend request on Facebook and get in touch. So much love to you all. I'm so glad that you all had a lot of fun. I too had so much fun. It is always a pleasure to read for you all like this. These are going to be somewhat regular, so Rich, I do have Twitter. The links to my Twitter are in the main part of my channel. So if you go to my channel homepage, there's some links in the top for you to follow. And thank you so much, Noah and Alvine, my two favorites, as well as Jennifer and everyone in the chat for joining me. Much love to you all and many, many blessings. Thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.